Ty Spiritual, and I'm back with another video, man. Simple. Now, I'm gonna talk to you guys today about spiritual YouTubers. Now, spiritual YouTubers is a term that became popular, especially around last year when the whole December 21st thing was going on, all that was happening. Certain people on YouTube were speaking about it. And these people, some, had big audiences. So they had to be labeled something so people could understand what they were, who they were. Now, I'm gonna tackle a few points today when it comes down to spiritual YouTubers. Now, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna explain to you guys the real reason why you see people on YouTube say that. But please do those things, okay? Now, spiritual YouTubers, they do it for the money. That's the first thing I'm gonna address today. And thank you to my favorite tree for providing me with the energy, well, with more energy to make this video. Nature is amazing. But let's get into it. They do it for the money. Now, here's what you gotta understand. Making videos isn't free. Now, this nature spot, I live close to it. But guess what? I gotta put gas in my car to come make this video. Spend money on equipment. Spend money on this whole new iPhone just to get higher quality videos. Some people get very expensive things to make videos. They do. My spiritual teacher, Spiritual Hope, spent at least $1,000 on his setup because that is done to bring you guys the most highest quality videos possible. Now, not everybody does that, but eventually in a point as you're uploading videos or anything to YouTube, you have to upgrade. People have to see improvement in your videos. So they'll know that, hey, he's really doing this to make things better for this channel and not just solely for the money. Now, there are some people that get on here and manipulate people just for money, just for views. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. If you are one of the spiritual YouTubers and you're watching this video and you see yourself in this thumbnail, this is not to disrespect you, call you out, single you out, not at all. I am not saying anybody in the thumbnail is not spiritual. I'm not saying that. Rather, people are sincere or not, I'll leave that for you guys to determine. Because what you got to understand is every spiritual YouTuber is not the same. Now, to wrap up my point about spiritual YouTubers and money, it takes money to create videos, guys. It does. There's no way around that. And here's one thing I want to say about when it comes to making money and spirituality. Some people want to make YouTube a career. They want this to be their main job that supports them, that supports their family. They want this to work. So hitting the like button, the share button, and I say share button, let me be specific when I say that, hitting the share button, getting the YouTube video link and posting it to all your social medias, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if you can post it on TikTok. I'm not too hip on TikTok, but all your social medias, hit subscribe. Those things help the channel, help build the channel, help support the channel. Now, here's something. I'm not condemning nobody for doing this, but a lot of people go out here to these big corporations that are worth billions and trillions of dollars and spend $400 for certain shoes, $400 for shirts, $500 for shirts, $200 for socks, $1,000 for certain persons. We'll go out and support these big, huge corporations who, many of them, the same things that you're buying, the people that created them are not even in good working conditions. But we'll go out and support that. But we'll see YouTuber, spiritual YouTuber, saying, hey, if you want to use Super Chat, donate using the Super Chat. Or if you want to buy this merch or this service I offer, do this. We'll see them saying that, and some people say they're only doing it for the money. You see, these trillion-dollar corporations, billion-dollar corporations are one of the issues with this world right now, because they have a lot of influence, and a lot of people have gotten comfortable in supporting them instead of supporting the average person that's trying to make it. Now, me personally, I want this to work. I want this channel to work. I want this to become my way of life, because I love doing this. I love getting in nature, making videos. That's why I started. I love getting in nature, making videos, helping you guys, traveling places. But the reality of that situation is that stuff is not free. Traveling is not free. It isn't. No way around it. Taking trips, it's not free. So that's why you see people going so hard on YouTube, because they want to become their own boss. They don't want to work for nobody. And if you work for somebody, cool. But they don't want to work for nobody. They want to work from home, offer services from home. So when you see spiritual YouTubers and people say they do it only for the money, you got to understand this. Not every spiritual YouTuber is the same. Now, have there been certain YouTubers that have said crazy things for views? Yes. There's no way around that. That has happened. But not every spiritual YouTuber is like that, because not every spiritual YouTuber is the same, guys. There's so many types of spiritual YouTubers. And when I say spiritual YouTuber, let me be specific. I'm not talking about just the YouTubers that you guys see that got 50, 100K, 70K, a million. I'm not just talking about those guys. Small people too, that have less than 10,000 subs, have less than 5,000 subs, but put out great content and have developed a strong core fan base that watch their videos. So the term spiritual YouTuber is not something that is just given to those that have a big following. It's not. The truth about spiritual YouTubers is this. You guys have to use discernment when it comes to anybody you listen that's giving you advice. You have to use discernment, okay? Is this person authentic? Is this person true? Are they really giving me information? Or do it feel like they're just doing this for popularity, for views, for money, solely for that reason, okay? Because the reality is this. Anybody that tells you they don't care about views on YouTube, they're not telling you the truth. You want to grow your channel to reach the biggest it can be, so you can reach more people. Reality is this: the more revenue you earn, the easier it is to get other things and help grow your channel, okay? Spiritual YouTubers, some spiritual YouTubers, such as, and I'm gonna use names here, but understand this is not a disrespectful video to anybody, but people must be held accountable. Vontoocut pretty much denounced spirituality. Anything that had to do with spirituality, he did. Now, when he did that, that tainted the spiritual community, because one of the top YouTubers that people looked up to and saw denounced the whole thing, said it was fake and pointless. Now, Vontoocut, Foster Ebayy, some other spiritual YouTubers said the sun was going to go out on December 21st. Not a thought, not a I guess, not a maybe, guaranteed it would happen. That people would get superpowers, be flying around like the Avengers. The spiritual community took a hit when those things did not happen. Because people who don't know nothing about spirituality or are not aware of spirituality at all, many of them tend to look for small things to demean the movement. Okay, they said that. They said, oh, spiritual YouTubers. Those are the people that were talking about December 21st, right? Now, none of that didn't happen, so that can't be true. When the reality was December 21st was not about this getting superpowers, black people ascending. It wasn't about that. What happened on December 21st was you became more in tune with nature. Everybody became more in tune with nature due to the certain vibrational frequency that Earth was passing through when the Great Conjunction happened. That was December 21st. It was an energetic change. It was never about getting superpowers and people's third eyes opening all of a sudden and everybody ascending to 5D. It was never about that, because that was not the deadline for the 5D ascension. Now that deadline for the 5D ascension is within the next 50 to 70 years. I've already got a video on it. 5D ascension deadline. Look it up. Now let me touch on this. It's certain people out there that are trying to cultivate a fan base by bashing every single spiritual person that they see on YouTube. Those people will not last long. They won't. Because when you build your channel saying you want to expose the truth, but you are literally going after every single spiritual YouTuber, every single one that has any type of following, you are targeting. That lets people know that you're not doing this for the truth. People that actually have common sense will know you're not doing this for the truth. You're doing this for the ego, because you envy those guys or those girls' success. You do. I bring that up because my spiritual teacher, Spiritual Hope, is actually going to put one of those guys to rest. Now, when I say put to rest, I'm not talking about nothing violent. I'm not talking about nothing violent. But it's going to shut one of them down on what they believe in. Because the main people that you see calling spiritual YouTubers false prophets, agents, demons, misleading the youth, the main people you see say that are religious people, Christians. Funny thing is, most spiritual people have a perspective and idea of what religion is because they were once religious. Because when you're growing up, you're going to come across religion. You are. Here's the thing. Spiritual people have a perspective on religion, but religion does not have a perspective on spiritual because they don't know nothing about it. They don't. People calling spiritual YouTubers demons and all these things, that's laughable. That's laughable. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that every spiritual YouTuber is doing this to genuinely help people. No, I'm not going to say that, because I've seen some that I know are doing this just to feed the ego. But again, it's up to you guys that are watching to use discernment and pay attention to what spiritual YouTubers are telling you and hold them accountable. That's why I do not guarantee things on this channel that I'm not sure of. Okay? Because I don't want to build anybody's hopes up on things that are not going to happen. I may give my certain perspective on things and let it be, such as food shortages. I never guaranteed it was going to happen. It was a possibility, so I spoke on it. December 21st, the sun going out, I told you guys and guaranteed you guys that would not happen, because that was just common sense. But to wrap this video up, guys, there are going to be more and more spiritual people posting videos to YouTube, trying to help people. But do not let something that one spiritual YouTuber says, or some event that one spiritual YouTuber says, or two says, or even three says, don't let a group of YouTubers guaranteeing something happen taint every spiritual YouTuber on YouTube, because that's just not fair. I'll give you guys one more quick example. After December 21st came and gone, and people did not get superpowers and all these things, Spiritual Soul dropped a video. I went and commented on that video. You can probably still find my comment on that video. It was the video he dropped on December 21st. I forgot what the name of it was, but I was getting attacked verbally. Some people saying some harsh things because those things on December 21st didn't happen. The spiritual community has taken a hit. It has. Because there's some people that have big fan bases that say some things and guarantee some things that they know they're not true. They know that. Again, I'm not trying to tell you guys who is truthful and who is not. That's up for you to decide. Okay? Do you think I'm doing this for the right reason? Do you think Spiritual Soul's doing this for the right reason? Foster Ebayy, Gabegotthatglow, Jayrocupnext, Spiritual Tony. Do you think these people are doing this for the right reasons? That's up for you to decide, man. But even if you decide that just one of them or two of them isn't doing it for the right reason, and they may not be what they say they are, don't let that person not being that affect every single person on YouTube that posts about spiritual things. Again, the term spiritual YouTuber has been created so people know what people are talking about. But it's also a term, once you become associated with, you become tied in to what bigger people that post spiritual things are saying and guaranteeing. So when that person says and guarantees something and it doesn't happen, it makes you look bad as well. But that's something that we must change, okay? So to wrap this video up, spiritual YouTubers just doing it for the money. We should support an individual trying to grow themselves and make their own business solely off their own abilities. But sad thing is, people see spiritual YouTubers put ads and videos, it'll annoy them. But how many ads do you see as you're watching your favorite TV show? How many ads do you see when you're on Netflix? How many ads do you see while you're just driving down the road, billboards on the side of the road? How many? When you go in certain stores, it's advertisement, advertisement, advertisement. We'll support Nike, Jordan, Balenciagas, all these expensive things, Birkin bags, support all these things. But when we see, and I say we, I'm speaking as a collective, okay? Not every individual, but as a whole. Because not enough of us are supporting each other individually. But it's very commonly accepted to go out and drop all this money to these big corporations. So my point is this, guys. Support each other. Support spiritual YouTubers. If you choose to, support them, okay? But again, use discernment before you support them. Because in order to have a channel, it has to grow. Likes have to be there. Views have to be there. That's just the truth. Because if the views are going down, likes are going down, channel falls out of the algorithm, channel doesn't grow. That's how YouTube is. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Okay? So to wrap this video up, and I know I've said that about 3 times. I've said that about 3 times, but this planet needs spiritual YouTubers right now. This planet needs spiritual YouTubers right now because a lot of people are young and looking for answers. seeking answers. They are. And now, being is that the internet is so popular and it's so easy to access certain information, spiritual YouTubers being on YouTube is a great thing. Okay? It's a great thing. Getting information out there, sharing information. It is. So, spiritual YouTubers, the truth is this. Not every spiritual YouTuber is for the cause, for ascending. Not everyone is like that. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about the big ones. I'm saying literally every single person that posts spiritual things on YouTube. They're not for the cause. People say the word agents. That word is just so commonly used. People say that word agents. Spiritual soul is an agent. Foster Ebayy is an agent. Vontoocut is an agent. The elite would not contact them. They wouldn't. They're not even on their radar. They're not. People saying spiritual YouTubers are Freemasons. Spiritual Hope is a Freemason. Soul Illuminati is a Freemason. Vontoocut's a Freemason. Foster Ebayy, Freemason. Todd Spiritual, Freemason. Do you realize that black people can't even be Freemasons? Young Pharaoh broke that down. Black people cannot be Freemasons. Okay? But again, the main people I see saying these things, now I'm not saying Enoch the Freestyle Prince said that, but I didn't mention him in this video, and he's also spiritual YouTuber, posted great information. Shout out to him, respect to him. I learned some things from him. And he also influenced Spiritual Soul and many others. But people call Enoch the Freestyle Prince Freemason. And it's mostly always religious people. But here's the truth about religion. Real quick, it is a construct designed to keep you asleep. Because Jesus isn't real. Never was. Study ancient Egypt, ancient Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki. Look these things up. God isn't coming back to save you. Nobody's coming back to save you. Nobody else can save you at all. You must go within yourself and awaken yourself. That's the truth. For all the religious people that may watch this video, that's the truth. Okay? We also got to remember this about spiritual YouTubers. Not every spiritual YouTuber is at the same vibrational frequency. Now, when I say that, let me explain what I mean, so it don't come across the wrong way. There's certain things I may be aware of that somebody else that spiritual soul may not be aware of. So when you come and watch my channel, me speak on things, it may be in greater depth. There may be things that Spiritual Hope is aware of that I'm not aware of. So when you go to Spiritual Hope's channel, and we may have talked about the same thing, he gives you a deeper insight. You got to remember that, guys, that not everybody is at the same stage right now. Not everybody is at the same vibrational frequency. Everybody is learning. So just because you hear one person giving deep perspectives and one person may be speaking on their perspective is not as deep, don't demean them because they're not speaking into the depth that you heard that other person speak to. Okay? We're all growing. We're all learning. We are. Now, I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything that every spiritual YouTuber says. I don't. That's fine, because when you disagree, you can have a conversation, and then a better understanding can be had from that conversation, or you can just agree to disagree. Okay. Anyways, I want to make this video because I see people attacking spiritual YouTubers a lot, trying to expose spiritual YouTubers. Every single person that talks about spiritual things that has some kind of following on YouTube, these people go after. And then they say they believe in the Bible. But I'm going to let that be. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know below what you think about spiritual YouTubers. Do you think spiritual YouTubers are needed right now? Have spiritual YouTubers helped you? And if they have, what spiritual YouTubers have helped you? If you are one of the spiritual YouTubers that are in the thumbnail and watching this, understand I'm not bashing you, not calling you out. not singling you out, not doing that. This is not that. But I hope you guys get where I'm coming from. And again, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Think about what you say before you say it. Because the reaction you get may not be the initial reaction that you wanted. Okay? Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Remember, we are all spiritual YouTube. I said we are all spiritual YouTubers. Wow. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Keep shining your light. Get in nature. Raise your vibrational frequency. And help Gaia ascend to 5D. Ty Spiritual signing out, bro. Simple.